After a person has stopped breathing, but before the body has completely cooled, family members must be even more careful. They should put aside their grief and devote themselves to loudly reciting the Buddha's name to assist the deceased. At the same time, they should constantly ensure that no flies, mosquitoes, or other insects settle on the deceased's face or body. It should be understood that although breathing has ceased, if there is still residual warmth in the body, the consciousness has not yet completely departed. If anything touches the body during this period, the deceased may still experience pain and discomfort. Some people are constantly tempted to check the body to see where warmth remains. This, however, brings great harm to the deceased and no benefit whatsoever. If, after more than 10 hours, it becomes necessary to determine whether the body has completely cooled, a knowledgeable person should do so very gently and carefully. At such a time, family members should follow the guidance of those assisting with Buddha recitation, so as not to inadvertently harm the deceased. If no such assistants are present, then the procedures for assisted Buddha recitation should be followed as closely as possible. Likewise, members of a Buddha recitation support group should also follow the instructions of their leader and should not casually touch or examine the deceased's body. In ancient times, there was a king named Ajita who had deep faith in the Buddha's teachings throughout his life. He built stupas and temples, accumulating immense merit. At the moment of death, just as he was about to breathe his last, an attendant who had gone many days without sleep accidentally dropped the fan he was holding, and it fell onto the king's face. The king felt pain and irritation. Because of this discomfort, anger arose in his mind. When he died, his consciousness followed that angry thought, and he was reborn as a snake. Fortunately, because King Ajita had faithfully supported Buddhism and built temples throughout his life, he still possessed great merit. Later, he encountered a monk who taught him the Dharma. Through the merit of hearing the Buddha's teaching, the snake died 3 days later, shed its snake body, and its consciousness was reborn in a heavenly realm. As for the various popular superstitions that circulate among ordinary people, they are without foundation. We should thoroughly dispel such mistaken beliefs, so that future deceased persons will not suffer needlessly or be unjustly reborn into the realms of animals, hungry ghosts, or hell beings. Therefore, after a person has stopped breathing and before the body has completely cooled, family members must refrain from crying and prevent anyone from touching or probing the body. Otherwise, they may inadvertently harm the deceased and hinder rebirth in the Western Pure Land. In summary, everything should be done according to the guidance of experienced Buddha recitation assistants. If no such guidance is available, family members should act with extreme caution, touching the body only gently and carefully when necessary. Once the entire body has completely cooled, preparations may then be made for bathing and changing the deceased's clothing.